We live in a world that constantly tells you to speak more, show more, prove more, and explain yourself to everyone. People post every thought online, argue about everything, and seek validation from strangers. But Stoic philosophy teaches a different path, one that is quiet, focused, and powerful. The truth is that some of the strongest people in the world move in silence. They focus on their growth, their discipline, and their purpose while others are busy making noise. If you truly want to transform your life, this may be the year you stop trying to impress everyone and start focusing deeply on yourself. One of the first lessons Stoicism teaches is that your energy is limited. Every day you wake up with a certain amount of mental and emotional energy. If you spend that energy worrying about other people's opinions, arguing with strangers, or comparing yourself to others, you will have very little left for your own growth. Focusing on yourself means protecting that energy and investing it in things that actually improve your life. Silence is often misunderstood. Many people think silence means weakness or fear. But in reality, silence can be a powerful form of discipline. When you stop reacting to every comment, every criticism, and every distraction, you gain control over your emotional world. Silence gives you space to observe instead of constantly reacting. Another powerful Stoic principle is learning to detach from unnecessary drama. People will always have opinions about how you should live your life. Some will support you, and others will criticize you no matter what you do. If you try to respond to every opinion, you will spend your entire life defending yourself. Stoicism teaches that your character and actions matter more than anyone's opinion. Focusing on yourself also means becoming deeply aware of your habits. Your daily habits shape your future more than occasional bursts of motivation. Many people spend years talking about their dreams but never build the daily discipline required to achieve them. When you shift your focus inward, you begin examining how you spend your time, what you consume mentally, and how you develop your skills. Another important Stoic lesson is reducing the need for validation. The modern world encourages people to constantly seek approval from others. Likes, comments, and praise can become addictive. But Stoics believed that self-respect matters far more than public approval. When you learn to value your own standards instead of chasing recognition, you become mentally independent. Silence also protects your plans. One of the reasons many people fail to achieve their goals is because they talk about them too early and too often. Talking about plans can create the illusion of progress without actual effort. Stoic thinkers often focused on action instead of announcements. They worked quietly and allowed their results to speak later. Another powerful discipline is learning to observe before reacting. When someone criticizes you or challenges you, the immediate impulse may be to defend yourself. But Stoicism encourages calm observation. Not every criticism deserves a response. Sometimes the wisest choice is to stay silent and continue improving yourself. Focusing on yourself also means accepting responsibility for your life. It is easy to blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck when things go wrong. But Stoic philosophy teaches personal accountability. When you take full responsibility for your decisions and actions, you gain the power to improve them. Another important Stoic principle is simplifying your life. Many people feel overwhelmed because they try to do too many things at once. They chase trends, distractions, and endless commitments. But progress often comes from focusing deeply on a few meaningful priorities instead of scattering your attention everywhere. Silence also sharpens your awareness. When you talk less and observe more, you begin noticing things others miss. You understand people's intentions more clearly. You become more thoughtful with your words and actions. This awareness strengthens your judgment and emotional intelligence. Another powerful Stoic lesson is patience. Growth rarely happens overnight. Skills take time to develop. Character takes time to refine. When you focus on yourself quietly and consistently, progress may feel slow at first, but over time it becomes powerful and undeniable. Focusing on yourself also means letting go of comparison. Social media constantly exposes people to the achievements and lifestyles of others. This comparison can easily create feelings of inadequacy. But Stoicism reminds us that every individual has a unique path. Your responsibility is not to compete with everyone else but to become the best version of yourself. Another Stoic habit is regular self-reflection. Instead of constantly analyzing other people's actions, examine your own thoughts and behaviors. Ask yourself honest questions about how you can improve. Self-awareness is the foundation of personal growth. Silence also helps you avoid unnecessary conflicts. Many arguments begin because people feel the need to prove they are right. But Stoic thinkers understood that winning an argument rarely improves your life. Sometimes peace is more valuable than being correct. Another Stoic principle is emotional discipline. When you focus on yourself, you begin noticing how easily emotions can control your actions. Anger, frustration, and impatience often lead to decisions we later regret. A disciplined mind learns to pause, think, and respond calmly. Focusing on yourself also means strengthening your inner values. Integrity, honesty, resilience, and humility are qualities that grow through practice. These qualities often develop quietly without public attention, but they shape the kind of person you become. Another powerful Stoic idea is remembering how short life truly is. Time moves faster than we expect. When you realize this deeply, you become less interested in wasting energy on gossip, drama, or meaningless distractions. You begin investing your time in growth and purpose. Silence can also protect your mental peace. When you stop engaging with every conflict or negativity around you, your mind becomes calmer. This calmness allows you to think clearly and make better decisions. Another Stoic lesson is learning to walk your path confidently even when others misunderstand you. People often judge what they do not understand. But when you are focused on your purpose, you do not need everyone's approval. Focusing on yourself also means building discipline in your daily routines. Wake up with intention. Work with focus. Learn continuously. Reflect on your progress. These small daily actions gradually transform your life. Another powerful realization is that real growth often happens quietly. While others are seeking attention and recognition, the focused individual is building knowledge, skills, and character behind the scenes. The truth is that silence and focus create a powerful combination. When you reduce distractions and invest your energy inward, your potential expands in ways most people never experience. If these Stoic ideas resonate with you and you want to continue developing a stronger mindset, deeper discipline, and clearer purpose, make sure you subscribe to the channel. This channel is dedicated to helping you build wisdom, emotional strength, and personal growth through timeless Stoic philosophy. Join this growing community of people who are choosing focus over distraction, discipline over chaos, and wisdom over noise. Subscribe for more insights that will help you master your mind, strengthen your character, and move through life with quiet confidence and powerful purpose. Focusing on yourself also means learning to trust your own journey. Many people become discouraged because they constantly measure their progress against others. Stoic wisdom reminds us that growth is deeply personal. Your path is not supposed to look like everyone else's. When you focus inward and commit to improving a little every day, you begin building a life that is authentic to you. Quiet progress may not attract attention immediately, but over time it becomes impossible to ignore. Another powerful lesson is developing mental independence. When you depend too heavily on the approval of others, your confidence becomes fragile. A single criticism can shake your belief in yourself. Stoicism encourages you to build your confidence from your actions and principles rather than from external praise. When your confidence comes from within, it becomes stable and resilient. Focusing on yourself also allows you to discover your true potential. Many people are so busy observing what others are doing that they never fully explore their own abilities. Silence gives you the space to think deeply, learn new skills, and push yourself beyond your comfort zone. The more attention you give to your growth, the more you realize how much you are capable of achieving. Another encouraging point is that silence strengthens your discipline. When you stop announcing every goal and every plan, you remove the pressure of trying to impress others. Instead, your focus shifts toward real progress. Quiet discipline creates stronger habits because the motivation comes from your desire to improve, not from external attention. Focusing on yourself also builds emotional maturity. Life will always bring challenges, criticism, rejection, unexpected problems. But when you train your mind to remain calm and focused on improvement, these challenges become lessons rather than obstacles. Emotional maturity allows you to handle situations with wisdom instead of impulsive reactions. Another Stoic insight is that silence can increase your respect for yourself. When you stop engaging in gossip, unnecessary arguments, and distractions, you begin valuing your time and attention more deeply. This self-respect influences how others see you as well. People naturally respect those who carry themselves with calm confidence and discipline. Focusing on yourself also creates clarity. When your mind is not constantly filled with noise from other people's opinions, you begin to understand your own values more clearly. You start making decisions based on what truly matters to you rather than what society expects. Another encouraging idea is that small improvements compound over time. Many people give up because they expect dramatic change overnight. Stoicism teaches patience. When you improve even slightly every day, learning, reflecting, practicing discipline, those small efforts accumulate into powerful transformation. Silence also protects your creativity and deep thinking. Great ideas often come during moments of quiet reflection. When you give yourself space away from constant distractions, your mind becomes more capable of solving problems and generating meaningful ideas. Focusing on yourself also allows you to build resilience. When challenges appear, you are not easily shaken because you have already been strengthening your mindset. Each obstacle becomes an opportunity to apply the lessons you have learned. Another powerful truth is that quiet growth often surprises people. Those who once underestimated you may eventually notice the discipline, wisdom, and strength you have developed. But by that time, their opinions no longer define your path because your focus has always been on self-improvement. Silence also encourages humility. When you are focused on learning and growing, you become more open to new knowledge and perspectives. Humility keeps your mind flexible and willing to evolve. Focusing on yourself helps you develop deeper self-awareness. You begin noticing your strengths, weaknesses, and patterns of behavior. This awareness is one of the most valuable tools for personal growth. Another Stoic encouragement is remembering that every day offers a fresh opportunity to improve. No matter what mistakes happened yesterday, today gives you another chance to act with discipline, wisdom, and focus. Silence also strengthens your ability to listen. When you speak less, you hear more. You understand people better, learn from different perspectives, and gather knowledge that others may miss. Focusing on yourself builds long-term confidence. Instead of chasing short bursts of motivation, you develop a steady belief in your ability to grow and adapt. Another encouraging truth is that inner peace often comes from simplifying your priorities. When you stop trying to impress everyone and focus on meaningful goals, life becomes clearer and less stressful. Silence can also help you develop stronger emotional boundaries. You become less affected by negativity, criticism, or unnecessary drama because your attention is directed toward growth and purpose. Focusing on yourself allows you to appreciate your progress more deeply. When you reflect on how far you have come, mentally, emotionally, and intellectually, you begin to recognize the value of consistent effort. Another Stoic reminder is that wisdom grows through reflection. The more you examine your experiences and learn from them, the stronger your judgment becomes. Silence can transform your mindset from reactive to intentional. Instead of constantly reacting to what happens around you, you begin choosing your actions carefully and deliberately. Focusing on yourself also inspires others indirectly. When people see someone living with discipline, calmness, and purpose, it often motivates them to reflect on their own lives. Another encouraging idea is that quiet determination often outperforms loud ambition. While others may talk endlessly about their goals, the focused individual is steadily building skills and character behind the scenes. Silence allows your actions to become your voice. Over time, consistent effort creates results that speak louder than words ever could. Focusing on yourself ultimately leads to freedom. When your happiness and direction come from your own values rather than external approval, you become mentally independent. And if these Stoic ideas are helping you think deeper about your life, remember that growth becomes easier when you surround yourself with people who are also committed to self-improvement. Subscribe to the channel and become part of a community that values discipline, wisdom, and quiet personal growth. Here, you will continue learning powerful Stoic insights that help you strengthen your mindset, focus on your purpose, and build a life guided by clarity rather than noise. Your journey toward a stronger and more focused version of yourself starts with the decision to improve every day. Stay on this path, keep learning, keep growing, and subscribe for more Stoic lessons that will help you master your mind and transform your life.